Morning. So we stop here. You see here the relative pronoun here agree with antecedent. So that's why I see here when I read, I get confused, you see. It agree in antecedent, in number and gender, like basically it's GCN. So that means this is a relative pronoun. If you say antecedent, that means it's before, no. But however, this and this has to be agree. So it's referring this as the antecedent. So I think you ye and te must agree. Remember, so I highlight it. Whether the word is correct or not, I also get confused. So you take note, what he mean in this line is the ye and the te must agree. So they must agree. So agree in number and genders. So this is the one is highlight. So the word antecedent, just now what we see is a little bit something like, let's go back and see again what that it mean. In this case, the another meaning of antecedent here is a synonym at cost, at cost lah. Also at cost. So you got multiple meanings here. So we don't have to follow exactly as long as we know. I say here, if you take here an event that happened before, but in this case it's not. But grammar, a phrase to which the pronoun is referred to. So it should be number two lah. It means a grammar, a word or a phrase which the pronoun refer to. So in this case, our where is it? Back to here. So that means this one is referring to this. So another meaning of antecedent is this. You think, okay. So what we do is you say ye asa wa. That means this is asawa is a subject plural. Sang kilesa. That means kilesa we will translate as a defilement. Okay. Pahina te tata gatasa. So in this case, what we do is you see, so when you have relative pronoun, normally we take this to be the one first. That means, can you see? Those stains, okay, those stain. So those stain, this and this are because they are the same. So in this case, even though you don't see the word and here, those stains and defilement. In this case, this has to come here, which are abundant. This is are abundant. See, the case is the same, which are abundant, okay, by the Buddha. So this is the one you have to take note of it. This is relative pronoun. This is relative pronoun. That is how you translate. Normally, you don't take this first. You have to take this one first. Okay, follow. Okay, these are those. This is a those. These are the. This is an adjective to this, Taints and defilement. Spelling wrong here. And which is a plural. This is a plural, which I put are because this is abundant, plural. Are abundant by, is abundant, are abundant by the Buddha. So this statement means this. Okay. So the next line. Then you see here, okay, this line here, he break it up. So the reason break it up so because it's if you look at here, is hoti. So hoti. This one technically is this one, and this one should be. I think this one should be related to that. You see that? Okay, this is what. Okay, what you do is you see here. So this is instrumental by which, okay, by which, then this is the subject, okay, you see the subject, okay, by which, the uh, sangha becomes sango, it means order. Can you see this is describing this is a present participle, okay, the order is glad, okay, see, so then you can see here is, the word is, let me say is. We cannot put is gliding. You must know this is Mano is glaring, glaring. Uh, but however, when you put this, the English had to be changed. So what you do is as long, so the word by which in English we don't start with by which. It's as long as the order is glad. So this one is glad. This is a PRP. Okay.
Use
So,
gladdening.
gladdening lah. But however, because this is PRP, so so if you so is this so it's gladdening. Yeah, so the word is gladdening. So plus this is gladdening. So as long as the order or the monks or monk orders of monk is gladdening. So rather
TDEN.
ah
ING.
yeah, gladdening, gladdening, gladden. Okay, gladdening. So something like that. So if you think that this is not necessary, you just drop it lah. So this is up to here. It's up to here. So then this one you see aha. Aha is a perfect tense. It means he said. So the perfect tense is referred to this, you see, aha. So that means in this case, so even though because this is a perfect tense, third person singular. Third person. So that means this is a perfect tense. He said. Then you see the it. That means he says. There will be after he says. You have to open a quotation. He says. I will do it. This will put inside the here. So you see. So that means this portion. That means there is that because in Pali there is no comma. So your termination should be at the verb here. So this is another phrase. So in this case, the it is not after aha. The it is before the aha. That means this is open quotation. He said, I will do it. Last the it there, I will do it. So in it, the it, you can put it in or if you get it, no, I will do is the same. Same. So here is I do it. Get what I mean? So the so is already refers to this. So that's why that you don't have to put. So this is to indicate that the sentences is structured in this way. Okay. This one. Yeah. 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 Okay. It must mean Janapade, Janapada, Kalyani, Tam Ichami. Okay, if you look at it. Now, so this is locative, this is locative, okay, this is locative, this is locative, this is the compound. So can you see this is a compound? This this is you can see this compound is a feminine Kalyana, Kalyana, Kalyana. So the Kalyani. So this and this is the relative pronoun. That means this should be related to this. This is what is meant by antecedent. Antecedent. This is the antecedent. So we put it in the black color so that you can see. Otherwise, so this is talking about this. This is plural. Okay. Now, so there is only one verb here. There's no verb here. So in this case, subject verb, that means okay, subject verb. So what we do is we put, since this is a first person singular, I wish, you see, I wish, can you see it? Then in this case, then this is technically also a subject. This is in a subject form because ni So it can be ni is subject form. So here means this is jana pada. Jana means it always translate as a countryside, countryside. So this that means it's a countryside. So in this case, Kalyani is a feminine noun. Actually, it's a country charming. The word girl is not mentioned here. Okay, the girl is not here because this does not means but if you look in the dictionary, you will find that this is a feminine. So it's referring to a charming girl or charming woman or whatever, but it has to be feminine. So in this case, because this is a feminine, this is your relative pronoun. Who? So name is who. So if it's singular, you just have to put is. If it's a plural, you have to put who is in can you see? Because this is in this countryside. Can so what we do, we determine what is the meaning of this. Because you remember the word kalyana. Kalyana is a masculine noun. You can change a masculine noun to a feminine noun by putting an I. There's a putting an I, and then you putting an I. Okay. So you see, this is a masculine. Normally it's good. Okay, this is masculine. So this is the one. Can you see when you see the word Kalyani, automatically it's talking a beautiful woman, a beautiful queen, a good woman, lovely lady. In this case, we use a charming girl. We use a charming girl. So you can use a good charming girl. So a beautiful girl also can. So it's up to you whether do you this. So because when you look at the sentences, you look at the sentence here, so it means so in this case, the word I wish, that in English, I wish for. So it no need already. It is referred to this. So because this is object, this is object because the word here it. So it is technically referring to the uh, charming country girl. Charming country girls. Charming country girl. Okay. Who? That means who live in the countryside, who is in the countryside, whichever way you want to put, as long as you know the order of the sequence of translation, you're all right. Because this is like I wish for, I wish, I wish country, charming country girl. I think it's not like that. The word for have automatically added. So anything the bracket one is not in, we will put it in. So to indicate. So this one is referring to the bracket one, it can be woman, can be girl, can be queen, so many things. So we bracket it out, we take one of them like that. So because when we are not sure, we put a bracket. To bracket to indicate that that is how we're going to translate that sentences. So then you will know that okay, it is not directly from here, but it imply. So here is beautiful woman. I think I change it to the girl. Because in the dictionary, it can mean so many things. All right. Any question on this? So,
Brother Fred,
yeah.
this they put a hyphen. This is a compound word, Janapada,
Compound,
Kalyani.
compound, compound, compound.
So
The translator put the compound, so I just put it, follow it exactly lah. But so you don't have to take it because
there are
compound.
two ways of showing join it or put a hyphen
Ah,
to show
ah,
compound.
ah. But actually, in the text, I think that there is no dash there. In the text, no dash, no dash, because because it's you can say charming girls of countryside, charming girls of
Yeah.
countryside, that means charming country girls, whichever you want to do. Because
Thank
this
you.
has to be Tapurisa, Tapurisa, then it should be case 6 lah. off
Mm.
lah. All right. So in this
Mm.
case, we understood it in that way lah.
Thank you.
Okay. So the next one is also the same. You see, so yena yena. Now here whenever whenever there is you see repeat when this is repeat, when this is repeat, it would always take. That means the yena or ya or what in whatever form. That means is repeated. This is repeat. This two is repeated. So you can take as whosoever, whatsoever. Whosoever. So if you take one of these, normally we will translate as where. Okay. Now, where? If you take one of it, can you say? So if you take one of them, you see the okay, one of them, where he wish. Okay. See, where, see, this word, where he wishes. Can you see? Also repeat, tena kan. So the one tena is that there. There he goes. Okay. So in this case, whatsoever he wish. Can you see? You can take the two, whatsoever he wish. So I put it here, whatsoever he wishes. It's, it's the same. It's the same. Whatsoever is the same there. And come to here. This one is very hard to say. So you still have to stick to that. There he goes. Okay, so repeat here, repeat here. The next one, repeat. Because this is still a relative pronoun. This is relative. So in this case, so yeah, so in this case, he says here, whosoever, whatsoever. So since I use where, I will start to wherever. Wherever, you see, this is not mentioned here. Wherever he wish, there he stays or stand lah. There he stay. In Chinese, we say look here to, that means where you stay, you know. Look here to, that means where you stay, you know. So English, in Chinese, that means this, wherever he wish, there he stays. Understand? Okay, so this line you must know the formation and how to translate. Otherwise, it's a bit complicated. So one form, two form, you can take number one. Number two is follow here. Number two is follow here. Okay. Because if you look at here, whatsoever he wish also can, whatsoever he is. So, so you follow according to the structure lah. So when you do a translation, don't, it's something like that. Okay, clear? See here is wherever he like to go. This is the way to translate. There he goes, and whatever he like to stand, there he stand. So the word stand is how you going to put I don't think he want to stand. I think he want to me, I think he's referring to stay lah. Right. Because you go somewhere and you stay there, you go somewhere and stay there. This is what I translate. And then because, all right. So I will move to the number three. Okay. Relative pronoun is followed by indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronoun to express the sense is still the same. Whosoever, whatsoever. Okay. So this is the one indefinite is this one. This one, kochi, kochi is indefinite. Okay. That means here what you do is yohi kochi bikawe. This is indeclinable. This is okay. Ime asatipatane evang paweya asata asane. All right. So you take vocative. My style, I always put in front, but sometimes it's after the subject. Sometimes after the subject, then you put the vocative also. can, so no problem. So in this particular case, can you see the word, the yo and the kochi has to combine? This one, this and this combine, the word, the word kochi, it comes from the word ko plus chi. Chi, the word chi has the meaning of little things, something. If it's something is means is something is it can be plural, some things or anything. So in this case, anything, it can it refers to something like that. So the word gochi. So in this case, this and this combine, we will take whoever, because because this is not referring to the things, it's referring to person. So if this one can be, so if it's a person, any person, so any person, some person, or anybody, somebody. So that is how it works. Somebody, anybody. If someone, anyone, everyone. So that is how it works. So in this case, what you do is this and this combine. We take this one and this. Uh, whoever. Okay, can you see the word here? So the indeed, you can put somewhere around here lah. Forget about it indeed lah. So you put, can you see here? This is the conditional tense. So this and this combined is a verb. This is a whoever would develop. That means this would develop. Okay, develop. Can you see that this and this the same case? So this is object. This is an adjective to the object. Adjective plus an object. This is a, that means this is a plural. So this is object because ima is the stem. Imang is the nominative as well as accusative. So patane is the accusative. So that means here it means that would develop these four. These four. These four, the four is not mentioned because here is satipatthana. Satipatthana, it means you can see the word tana means stand. The word tana means stand. So sati. So that means here we will translate the tana. Tana as wait, I haven't enabled my ah, this. Tana means stand. This is a noun, standing. Standing, so standing can means foundation. So that means this foundation of mindfulness. The four is, of course, automatically we know that this is referring to the four foundation of mindfulness. So this is how it go. All right. And can you see this is an object. This is also an object because this is a neuter form. This is a neuter noun. Vasani. Vasani means years. This is Sata, 7 years. So that means so there are two objects. One object here. That means old monk, whoever develop this foundation, this four foundation of mindfulness for 7 years. So the four is not in because we knows that this one years we have to give uh, we will take a indirect object because this is the first object. So this is an indirect object. Indirect object in English is dative. But of course, the Pali put into double accusative. Double accusative, one is direct object, the other one is indirect object. So the four is automatically the preposition of for we have to put in, but it is not in this. It's not in this one. Okay, can understand, right? So the one keyword here is the key is this one. So you can start with indeed. You can start here, indeed, O monk, also can, no problem. Indeed, O monk. Whosoever who develop this four foundation of mindfulness for 7 years. The minimum, you will become anagami. The sutta lah, anagami, the least, but in the sutta you say you will become an arahant. This one, you will become an arahant. 7 years. This is the maximum. It will take a person who do it correctly, the maximum 7 years, you can be an arahant. And it still cannot be arahant, but it means least you will become an anagami. Then it will go down from 7 years to 7 months, 7 weeks, 7 days, something like that. It's mentioned in Satipatthana. So this statement is talking about Satipatthana. I think is you can find it in MN. Cannot remember which. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, I
Maintain.
think MN10.
Maintain.
I think this is cannot be N. This is typo error. MN10. I think it's MN10 as you say, correct. MN10. Okay. So then all right. Any question on this? Can see, that means there is what you call double accusative. Double accusative. This is always type wrong. Double accusative. So we'll go to the next line. Okay. So yang kinji. Okay, yang kinji, that means this is what? This is a neutral noun. Come, KM plus G. Come plus G. Before the C, the Nigahita will turn into this. The Nigahita. So in this case, we will stick to this and this. Is the same one. I say same one. That means if we look at, okay, karma is not a person. So they say whatever. I say whatever. Okay, can you see the words? So this followed by the object. So this is the, so here the word kamang is refers to action or deed. But in this case, we say we would rather use the word action. So in this case, this is an adjective to this. Whatsoever, lose action, you can whatsoever or whatever, you are right already because the meaning is there. So this is easy. So this is also the same. Can you see yasa and this is yasa? You can see the SSA. Can you see the SSA here? So they are exactly the same one. Pair up because this is come, this is yang, this is yo, and this is ko. So it always go in pair. So you must remember in pair. So in pair, once you know it in pair, it will be a lot easier. See now, this and this in pair, this and this in pair, this and this in pair, except the chi. Except the chi. So here, so let's say you take individually. That means this is either dative or genitive. To whom or of whom lah. To whom or of whom. So in this case, in this case, so but however, when you pair up, you see, this should mean pair up already. It should mean whichever or whoever. They pair up already. Pair up already. So here that means to, so here whichever by monk. So if we take because this and this also GCN. So in this case we will take as a dative to whichever monk. Can you see to whichever monk. So this line plus this line to whichever monk. All right. Okay. Then this become. Can you see? Okay, can you see the ime? This is ime pancha. That means this 5. Can you see this is long A? Long A. That means this 5 mental. Technically, this word is hardness. This word is hardness. Kila means hardness. So another meaning of kila means a barren land. Okay, now. So what here is, this is pahina. Pahina is a verb. Is a noun, but it's referring to destruction. Here it means destruction. Destruction. So destruction, that means to whichever among these five hardness. So in this case, we will take IRE, ARE. Okay. Okay. This is a PPP, and this also should be in a case one. Okay. Okay. So your sentences, that means these five hardness. Technically, it is going to refer to the five hindrances. It should be referring to five hindrances. Hindrances is tough. So the word tough, hard is tough, tough is hindrance, are destroyed. So the five hindrances are not easily destroyed. So when you say hard, it doesn't mean hard, it means five hindrances. Or the five hindrances, the five, or you can say the five mental toughness, also no problem. T tough, how to spell tough? THOUGH.
TOUGHNESS, toughness.
Correct.
TOUG, tough. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So it's something like that for this word it should be something like that. So that means technically we should refers to five hindrances. If you're not sure, then you will read the next line It could be also, but what I think it should be this one. This one. Kilesa. It can be Kilesa because this is Asava and Kilesa. Asava and Kilesa. It can be referring to this, or it can refer to the five hindrances, because the one here is, when it talks about Ceto, if you're talking about Ceto Vimutti, Ceto Vimutti, so when it talks about Ceto, means liberation, it's compound, joined together, liberation of mind. This is not Ceto Vimutti and Panya Vimutti are two different things. So that means the mind, the Ceto Vimutti normally is the mind is liberated from the five hindrances. This one is always refers to five hindrances. The mind is liberated because the five hindrances no longer disturb the mind. Okay, five hindrances. Then when you say Panya liberty, that means the mind is liberated by wisdom. No, liberated by wisdom. Okay. I liberate by this. Okay, this is the mind, keto, this is so this is mind liberated by wisdom. So this will be usually refers to samatha. This will always refers to vipassana, because
By wisdom,
vipassana you develop
dispel,
wisdom. You develop
dispel
wisdom.
ignorance, brother.
Ah, so this is so the interpretation of one line is a bit tough, but then we more or less know what it's talking about. Can understand it?
Yes.
So in liberation, you got to get two. Either you start with vipassana and then you develop samatha along the line, or you start with samatha. When you finish, then you have to go into a contemplation. That means what is a contemplation? Because you remember the last time I thought what is nibbana? Nibbana is a destruction of raga, dosa, and moha. So that is the thing. So you have to read. So that means in the in the sutta, you always in the sutta, the second sutta is talking about the three lakkhana, the three character, anicca, dukkha, and anatta. So anicca, dukkha, anatta, it has to be understood by using vipassana. Vipassana, because that is the thing. Samatha will help you to sharpen your mind so that when your because the mind will reach a certain degree, so when you contemplate, there is a chance that your mind are so powerful that they can understand things as it really are. Yatta Buddha Jnana Dasana. So that is how it goes lah. All right. Any question on a little bit of Dharma?
No
Okay.
H, brother Alfred, for toughness.
Yeah. Never mind lah. A typo mistake here. Tough. Toughh.
No H,
Never mind. The first one, yeah, yeah. This one, no. This one, the Tough. I think got some.
Toughh.
Okay. Yeah, or something like that lah. So we will try to pinpoint, and then we will pinpoint, and then we look into what is behind, what is the message behind. So the message behind is something like that. Something like that. Okay, we will move to this one. Sometimes relative pronoun okay, is followed by interrogative. Okay, you can see okay. All right. This is this two lah. You okay? So here I put okay. You see who or who or that yaka. So in this case, it is making things difficult. It's making that difficult. If you see here, in this case, here who or that. So in this case, we just replace it who, so ever. So whosoever, yaka lah. In this case, yaka, yaka. Okay. So if you take, because the yo can mean which also, whichever you think, which, so, so ever, yaka. So it's all okay, they're okay, whichever yaka. So you can join in this way. Which or who lah, because this is can be which or who. So this technically this is, you can see this and this is the same case. This and this is the same case. If you are still not sure, normally you take away the all. You take you take he first. He, who. Okay. Okay, this one it has this kind of structure. But however, because of if without this wa, then once you got the wa, you cannot translate in this way already. Got the wa there, you cannot, because his meaning is changed already. He who is the yaka. So that is what it means. So in this case, what we do is we take this one, this one. That a relative pronoun followed by demonstrative pronoun express the sense of whatever, whichever. So when the particle wa follow each other, is express this or that, this or that, this or that. Okay, so can you see here, here, here? It means an ordinary yaka. So this is a little bit difficult to understand. An ordinary yaka, See, he is telling here, but we look at the sentences longer, we were able to translate. But if we cannot figure out, you just put it. All this line, you put ordinary yakas. Perhaps maybe you can put a certain yakas also can. Ordinary yaka. Ordinary. Or perhaps you want to put certain yaka. I think that should be able to accept certain yaka, or I think certain yaka is better than ordinary yaka. That is my view lah. But anyway, we will move so that we can number G. Okay. Uh, Pronominal adjective. Pronoun. So when it talks about here, where is it? Pronominal adjective. The word pronominal adjective in English, it means this, that, all, or some, etc. lah. So all this is classified as pronominal adjective. It's the same with demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronoun, this is in Pali, this demonstrative pronoun, but this is going to form an adjective. So can form adjective is also can classify under pronominal. You can see here words which is either qualify a noun, mention or represent a noun implied. So that means this is qualified. That means it's talking about adjective lah. This is adjective. It's the same. The only the English word is a bit difficult. Okay. So here, so ahang, wacari, sami, gama, gamang, nagara, nagarang. So I think this is not naga. I think it's nagara and nagarang. I think this is a typo error. Because here you see, I. Now, so the here, can you see the word? Can you see the word so ahang, so tuam? Okay, so ahang, so tuam, so ewang. Okay, yeah, it's so here before we translate this, you can see so eso, so eso. So is that, eso is this. Can you see? So there must be this one, these two combined, you must take an object. So in this case, so in this case, this, you see, so and a so. That means in this case, when you combine, if you say, if I put a preso, this very person. Okay. So if you take eta, this part, this part, once you understand this one, you can understand this. Okay, you understand. So this eta, can you see this part? Idang, eta plus idam. That means this one is eta, is this. Edam is also this. So that means without a place, if you say you put a place here, the place then is here, this place. But without a place, this also can refer here. Here. Okay. You take one of them now. So that, yeah. So this one is nothing to do with Steve. So what we will go back to here. Go back to here. So ahang. Okay. All right. What we will do, these two combine, both of them is subject. Okay, I'm going to translate for you this. What is mean? Ahang is I, right? Okay. Okay, so I'm like that. It's also technically this word is I, and these two combine I will put I am lah. So I am like that. So I'm like that. So these two, I'm like that. I wanders from village to village, city to city. So when these two combine, you don't have to say I am like that. You just say I wander from village to village. So this one not necessary. But these two meaning is really this one, these two. So the book did not explain this. The book did not explain this. Like that. I'm like that. So I think somewhere around the book, maybe you can see. So you get so same like this. Same like this. So if it's so tuam, so that means if it's so tuam means you are I that. You are like that lah. You are like that. In Chinese, 我係咁樣咯，我係咁樣啊。I'm like that so no need to mention like that. So this one, so same This ayam So this ayam, that means this is I am like this. I'm like this So this is I'm like this, I'm like that, I'm like this, I'm like this. This is me me like that. This is accusative. This one is genitive. Mine is like those. Mine is like those, something like that. So can you see the word like? This is the one. When you read, I tell you, you cannot figure out. I read for so many times. Then later, this is the one is talking. Like,
The book expressed as being such.
yeah, I mean, you cannot figure out that this is like that. Until I point out, maybe now you are clearer lah.
Yes, yes.
So this is referring to this. You was wondering why like that. So
Yeah.
in such a phrases preceding a pronoun express a sense of aforesaid. So sometimes I took a bengang with the English here. But anyway, this is what we should understand lah. We get it already. Okay.
Post-it means said before lah.
Said before lah. Said before lah.
Post-it before.
Yeah. So okay, so this part that critical, once you understand this, no problem. So what we don't have to translate then we say we take I is scouting lah. I take I scouting, you see. All right. Okay, we move this one. We are somewhere here already. Okay, this part, this part. Okay, you see, this is this. Okay, so in this case, this is the adjective to this. This is GCN. This is adjective. Adjective to the subject. Subject, that means this boy comes. Okay. Okay. Now, this is the one. Tam tam. So you remember that when it is duplicate, when it's duplicate, it takes a different meanings. Normally is it lah. So it. So it should be. You can take and whichever you can take because duplicate which so something like that lah. Okay, whichever. Can you see this one? Having come. Can you see this karana? Karana is the reason. So the reason means what is the reason? So in this case, you see both of them. This is the verb having come. So here reason. So in this case, I put various. In this case, having come due to lah. In this case, I go and put due to various reason. Whichever having come. That means technically this word means whatever things arise, a reason. That means whatever things a reason due to the various reason. Technically, it's supposed to mean like that. Having come means a reason due to various reason. So it's sometimes too short to translate. But you must know the flexibility of how to. When you read the sentences, you have to like due. You have to put reason, maybe various reason. Something like that due to reasons. You don't have to put this. This is not in there. I just put it in. I better put a bracket, otherwise misunderstood. Yeah, all right. Any question at this junction? Okay. If not, I will do one more verbs. Okay. Okay, I will do the verb, then after that we can continue on next time. Can you see the verb here? And this one also, I also bengang here. I got six here. I see, there are six tenses and three mode. So if you look at, if I take the word past, this is the root. So present tense is pachati. Okay, present tense is here. This is aris pachi. And then this is imperfect tense, apacha. Jeran. Jeran, whether it's classified, and here I also don't know. So I will take future tense because here it's mentioned future tense, past tense, future tense. So this is future tense, apachisati. And then it takes a conditional tense. This conditional is apachisa. So that means this is only six, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. But here it mentions 6. So the other one, I also don't know. But anyway, I construct all. This one, the one, red one is 5, supposed to be here. Then these two, infinitive and gerund is not there. So you take note of that. Anyway, take note. So then comes to mode. So there is an indicative, imperative, and optative. So here these two is there. Okay. So here imperative, this is mode. This is mode. This is mode. Mode. This is mode. This is tense. Yeah, tense. All right. Okay. And then so here indicative after there are somewhere around here, it will be much clearer. It will be much clearer. But anyway, we will stop at here first. We'll stop at here. We'll finish up to this juncture. Then we will continue in the next time because the indicative. So what? So indicative, it puts under affirmation. It will put under negation. This purely negation. This is negation. Then integrative. So integrative technically is, this one is integrative. Kopana. Oh, forgot. This is integrative. Now, you see affirmation. Affirmation is a simple present tense. This subject, Bhagava, Viharati, Savatiyang. So that means the Bhagava stays in Savatthi. So this is just a affirmation. It appears like this is like an active voice. This is an active voice. This is an active voice. It appears like that way. So why they use affirmation later, you will see. To me, when I analyze, I think affirmation is talking about active voice, talking in a present tense form. Okay, we will stop at here. Then we look into the detail in the next lesson. Next lesson. Up to this junction, any question that you want to ask?
Brother Alfred, on page 3 of this PME, the missing one is perfect past on the tenses. This PME, the beginning part of PME, the introduction, is stated the one missing is perfect past.
This imperfect one. So imperfect
After imperfect past and then perfect past.
Yeah. So it could mean that. It could mean that. Because perfect tense just now like the word aha, no? The word aha is a perfect tense. Very, very rare. So it's very rare. So if you ask me what is the perfect tense of past, I cannot remember outright. Okay.